čuja tebe dok je život u meni.
Zivkoviches will have lamb and pork for Christmas, December 25th, and pork for New Year's and for Orthodox Christmas. Call early, 823-1348, so that Nick can prepare for you, and Martha will be there to help him. They're located at 120 Lloyd Avenue in West Wilmerding, so don't forget, for that Christmas holiday, if you want lamb or pork, call Nick Zivkovich now, 823-1348. Jednu isto govore, hoće da me prevare, a ne slušam nikoga jer sam beli ja. Pjevam igram surama, čuj me prati muzika, neci drugu teraj moj, to je život moj. Hoće da me prevare, a ne slušam nikoga jer sam beli ja. Pjevam igram surama, čuj me prati muzika, neci drugu teramo, to je život moj. Prevare, a ne slušam nikoga jer sam beli ja. Pjevam igram surama, čuj me prati muzika, neci drugu teraj moj, to je život moj. Prevare, a ne slušam nikoga jer sam beli ja. Pjevam igram surama, čuj me prati muzika, neci drugu teraj moj, to je život moj. S&F Lodge 64 is holding their Bacalata dinner today, and if you'd enjoy good Bacalata and all the trimmings, then come down to the hall at 4 o'clock this afternoon and have yourself a delicious Bacalata dinner. And you know, the ladies from S&F Lodge 64 are super cooks. and you won't want to miss that because it is an excellent dinner for those of you who love the stockfish, as we call it. I'm sure that it'll be a delight to you to enjoy. Well, we want to mention that CFU Lodge 354 celebrates its 75th anniversary next weekend, December 11th and 12th. And they're going to be featuring fine music the entire weekend. On Sunday morning, there'll be a Mass at St. Joseph's Roman Catholic Church in Coburg, and at 3 o'clock in the social room, the Blavi Orgovan Tambritz Orchestra of Ambridge will entertain until 5. When the commemorative banquet will begin in the upper hall. And following the banquet, Andy Podobnik, Slovene Polka Orchestra of Plumborough will play in the upper hall for dancing, while the popular Blavi Miesitz Tambritz Orchestra of Wilmerding entertains in the social room from 7 till 11. So there'll be 3 orchestras playing all afternoon. So why not join the festivities? It's only $10 per person, and you should contact Bernard Lukatic or any officer of the lodge. Well, we're going to play our an excerpt from our Slovak Christmas album, which was made by the St. Florian's Choir of United Pennsylvania, and is available through us, and you might enjoy, if you are of Slovak descent, Narodil sa Christus Pán.
Today is 6 years since Vlatka first went on the air, and she's been on the air continuous since then, and I would like to congratulate her. I didn't think I would last that long, and neither did she, but this was one of our first songs we played on our very first radio program, and it was quite popular some years ago, and we thought you would enjoy it. But we hope that we'll be able, through your help, to be here a long time in the future.
How can you miss with all these beautiful songs and all these birds and cows or whatever, you can hear it. By the way, we've been getting over the years many times people have asked us to play our theme song, and we will play it for you a little bit later on the program. So if you want to make a tape of our theme song, we will play it somewhere in the middle of the program. So get your two tape recorders ready because we won't do that again. Probably not till next year anyway. Well, there's a nice song now. Let's go to Slovenia and let's listen. Jutro na Muri. Mura is a river in Slovenia and says there's one morning on Mura. And I'd like to send this song especially to Mrs. Ann Kummer. Thank you, Ann, for a lovely donation. And I know you're listening to our program, so keep on listening and we'll bring some more Slovenian songs if we hear more Slovenian people write to us.
Samotni na robu močvirja je hišica slamo pokrita, prerasel je mak domačijo, le starši v njej še živijo. Ob Muri sanjavi prelipa, mladosti mi tekla solita, kot pisem nikoli izpita, so vtisnila se v srci. Jutro ob Muri spomin mi budi, pa svalovila se prek poljan. Sanje bile so otroški kleti, razpršile so se kot megla. Daljavi neskončne ravnine, na robu panonske nižine, se sonce zaspano prebuja, med polji svetlika se Mura. O Muri sanjavi prelipa, mladosti mi tekla solita, kot pisem nikoli izpita, so vtisnila se v srce.
Save money by installing your own new Anderson windows. Yes, you can. Schuster's is now able to offer you a free window measuring manual for Anderson windows. Schuster's new booklet makes it easy for you to measure your own windows. Pick up your free booklet at your Schuster authorized lumber yard. Using Schuster's central computer in about a week, you'll learn what your job will cost per window to the penny. For one window or for 10, you're under no obligation. Why not find out how little it costs to replace those old drafty windows with world-famous Anderson windows, especially when you can do it yourself. Yes, you can. There's never been a better time than now because gas prices are predicted to double within the next 4 years. Go to your nearest lumber yard for all the details and your free window measuring manual. For your closest Schuster authorized dealer, call 3510979. Save money. Do it yourself. Yes, you can. Phone 3510979.
Danas ćete, dragi slušalci, čuti puno pesama od Vere Ivković i Borislava Zorića Ličanina, kao i drugi gostiju koji će sa nama biti na drugi dan Nove godine u Holiday House-u u nedelju 2. januara. To je. Mi uveliko pripremamo ovaj veliki novogodišnji koncert, pa smo eto sad puni toga, a i hoćemo da se bolje upoznate sa repertoarom ovih poznatih pevača iz Jugoslavije. Toliko ćete više uživati kad ih budete videli i čuli uživo. Evo jedne pesme koje ste sigurno čuli mnogo puta na našem radio programu zadnjih 6 godina. Bobby mi je to puno puta svirao za rođendan. Remember, you used to play this for my birthday every year. I'm tired of it. I hope you have something better coming up. Vera Ivković and her husband Danilo Živković singing song Voleo sam devojku iz Bačke. I love girl from Bačka.
Peva
You just heard one of the very first recordings of our future guest star, Vera Ivkovic, at a holiday house on January 2nd. She recorded that good 17 years ago with Danilo Živkovic, who is later to become not only her singing, but also in life partner. 17 years later, Vera Ivkovic is one of the major television and stage performers from Serbia, Yugoslavia, whose many records turn all to be gold ones. I was told that it takes her about approximately 2 years to prepare her material for one record, so no wonder they all gold. She has a beautiful, crisp voice, and you can feel it that she sings from her heart when she does it. I personally can't wait to see her and hear her in person. Well, it's going to be soon. So it's not even a month away, on Sunday, January 2nd, at the Holiday House on the main stage where she belongs, because she is a true star, and it's our star from Yugoslavia. We'll tell you more about Vera Ivkovic and other many stars that will be appearing on January 2nd at the Holiday House. But now let's listen some more music from her latest album to see the difference now. It's called Zaljubljena duša. It's a beautiful song i ovu pesmu šaljemo i želimo dobrodošlicu kući našoj Marici Stojanović.
Background, the beautiful voice of Vera Ivkovic is going to make her first appearance in the United States, and she will be coming here to the fabulous Holiday House in the main stage, in the main room, on January 2nd. And we have a beautiful evening in store for you with this fantastic singer, along with 4 other singers, which Vlatka will be telling you about, including the Škola Orchestra from Yugoslavia. So it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful show. We even have some other surprises in store for you. But we don't want to tell you about them yet. But if you would like to make reservations, and again, we stress that you do make reservations, You can do so by calling us immediately following our radio program at 281-1900. That's 281-1900 in the studio, or call Vlatka at home at 373-0888. That's 373-0888. This beautiful show from 6 o'clock until 11 is only $10 per person. There will be optional dinners, which will be specially priced at the Holiday House. They'll have 2 for the price of 1 cocktails for 1 full hour from 6 o'clock until 7, so you can get warmed up for all this beautiful music. And, of course, there will be plenty of dancing, in addition to the fine voices of entertainment which you'll hear from Yugoslavia. We're all looking forward to it. There's not a better way and a more unique way to spend a New Year celebration, and that's on January 2nd. Those of you who don't want to go out New Year's Eve, we hope that you can join us on January 2nd, because it's going to be an early evening affair and everybody's going to be there, so why don't you? And for those people in the Midland, Aliquippa, Ambridge, Monaca area, there is a bus chartered already, and I understand that the response is very nice. You can come by bus and don't have to worry about the weather. If the weather is bad, or we're going to have a good time anyway. If you want to come by bus from the Ambridge, Aliquippa, Midland area, call Mr. Pete Halava at 643-8140. That's 643-8140. And Vlatka will tell you more about the performers.
Well, one of the stars that will be coming for the first time in this area anyway, that I know of, it's Borislav Zoric. His nickname is Ličanin, and with every right, Borislav Zoric is one of the young people that was born and raised in Lika, and took a great pride in the old music, and since he's a very talented composer and arranger, he arranged this music in a little bit more modern style in order to appeal to a majority of people, and he's like a prince of Lika in Yugoslavia, and that's where he got his nickname, Ličanin. He's a very handsome young gentleman, and I'm sure a lot of young ladies will come out to meet him and hear him singing these charming, beautiful songs. We're going to be hearing some of his music during the program a little bit later. Borislav Zoric Ličanin spevao je i komponovao pesmu o svom čuvenom zemljaku Nikoli Tesli za 120-godišnjicu njegovog rođenja. Iste godine, kad smo ja i Milutin Cvijanović započeli srpski radio program, također u čast našem zemljaku, Srbinu, Ličaninu, Nikoli Tesli, ovdje u Pittsburghu. To je bilo danas tačno pre 6 godina. Meni je drago da taj naš srpski radio program i dalje postoji. Milutinu čestitam iskreno na istrajnosti da održi nešto tako lepo za naš srpski narod ovdje u okolini. I njemu, evo, Borislav Zorić Ličanin peva pesmu Nikoli Tesli. Sa istom pesmom šaljemo iskrene čestitke za 18. rođendan voditeljki toga radio programa Milici Jeftinić. Ona je ovdje od svoje 6. godine i stvarno jako lepo zna naš srpski jezik i najmlađi je voditelj jednog od naših etničkih programa. Čestitam ti, Mikana, svoj rođendan. I evo, Borislav Zorić Ličanin, naš budući gost, peva pesmu o Nikoli Tesli. For all the fans of another Ličanin, of great inventor Nikola Tesla, here's Borislav Zorić that wrote that song, and he sings it also. Pjesma o Nikoli Tesli.
120 punih prošlo je godina od rođenja slavnog Tesle Ličanina. U Smiljanu selu Kršne Like rođen tvorac čudne elektrike. Izumom se digo do vrhunca, ime mu se pročulo do sunca. Sve dok mjesec po nebu se kreće, Teslu niko zaboravit neće. Sve dok mjesec po nebu se kreće, Teslu niko zaboravit neće. Maštao je Tesla na ognjištu starom, cijelo svijetu šta će dati brzo Nijagaro. I da nekad vodenice male rade snagom ko hidrocentrale. Izumom se digo do vrhunca i nebu se pročulo do sunca. Sve dok mjesec po nebu se kreće, Vesnu niko zaboravit neće. Sve dok mjesec po nebu se kreće, Vesnu niko zaboravit neće.
To those of you who are hurting from the inflation and recession, Aramix are offering a special discounts of up to $1 a pound for all orders placed by December 20th on barbecued pork and lamb for Christmas or New Year's or any other occasion. Just call Aramix at 824-1812. That's 824-1812 or 824-6395 to get your big discount on roast lamb and roast pork. Aramix is located at 345 Valley Road between Pitcairn and Wilmerding. And we also want to tell you that Wedding Creations is your place to have your wedding plans assisted by Mary Zeras. Wedding Creations is located at 1426 Potomac Avenue in Dormont, and they'll do everything for you. They'll arrange and print all the wedding invitations. They'll take care of the church arrangements, decorations with beautiful silk flowers and candelabras. They specialize in special ethnic weddings, and they have handmade cake tops from beautiful silk flowers, beautiful reception centerpieces, everything you need to plan your shower and wedding and church reception. Wedding Creations, again, is located at 1426 Potomac Avenue in Dormont. Call them at 531-8300. That's 531-8300.
This past year, 6 years that we've been with you here doing the radio program, we have introduced many singers that many of you never heard of before, and it was a pleasure to see so many of people getting excited over one singer or a girl or a man singer from Yugoslavia, and writing us about it and requesting their songs and wanted to know where they can buy the records and all that. And there's so many singers in Yugoslavia. It's hard to pick and choose. So most of the things that I do reflects in the beginning my taste or the friends of ours that stop by and they will say, "Oh, that's nice. You can play that on the air." And many of these singers, I had a pleasure. And that's the greatest pleasure of doing this 6 years radio program. It's bringing these stars to you and to me, because it's a pleasure to meet them in person and get to know and become friends with them. And then later when I go in Yugoslavia, I see them there. So it's fun. And like I said, all these people that are coming in January 2nd, I don't know any of them. And there is certainly a couple of them that I don't know much about as a singer, as our guest, Mirjana Beširević. She looks pretty nice, Bob. Can I say she looks pretty sexy? Are you allowed to say it on the air? Well, anyway, when we were passing out posters with the pictures of all these artists, all the young men were saying, "Who is she?" And I'll tell you, she is very pretty, young, blonde, and she has a tremendous voice. And we didn't play much of her music, so let's go and get acquainted with Mirjana Beširević. And from her new album, it's a LP. It's called the song "Ti si bila život moj." It's real pretty. She's singing a duet with somebody named Rale.
Još se sećam dana kad sam tvoja bila, pa zaboravila.
Još se sećam dana kad si moja bila, pa zaboravila. Ti si bila život moj, moja radost i moj bol, žalit ćemo žaliti kad nestane ljubavi. Ti si bila život moj, moja radost i moj bol, žalit ćemo žaliti kad nestane ljubavi. ćemo žaliti kad nestane ljubavi. Ti si bila život moj, moja radost i moj bol. Žalit ćemo žaliti kad nestane ljubavi.
Kako ću bez tebe kad rastanak boli,
Boli, boli, jer te srce voli. Kako ću bez tebe kad rastanak boli, 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 jer te srce voli. Ti si bila život moj, moja radost i moj bol. Žalit ćemo žaliti kad nestane ljubavi. Ti si bila život moj, moja radost i moj bol. Žalit ćemo žaliti kad nestane ljubavi.
Boy, it's going to be exciting. I'm anxious to see and meet all these people too, Vlatka. And these voices are unbelievable. And it's going to be a pleasure to have them all here in Pittsburgh on January 2nd. And we want you not to miss out. Again, we're asking that you make reservations by calling us here immediately following our program at the studio at 281-1900, or you can call Vlatka at home at 373-0888. That's 373-0888. This is going to be January 2nd at the Holiday House from 6 o'clock until 11 p.m.
Well, we're going to play next week Blaga Petreska. She's a singer who will be coming from Macedonia, and she will be part of that beautiful Yugoslavian evening at the Holiday House, which we will have 4 stars: Mirjana Beširević, Blaga Petreska, Borislav Zorić, Ličanin, for all the Ličani here in this area, and Vera Juković for all of us Serbian here, of course.
And what I'm anxious to hear is this orchestra, because this particular orchestra backs up Vera Ivković on her albums. It's the recording orchestra from Radio Television Belgrade, and they accompany many, many other artists on their recordings too. So there'll be a complete show from Yugoslavia.
Well, they were here whenever Tozovac made the very first concert in East Allegheny High School about 4 or 5 years ago. Whenever that was the orchestra followed Tozovac, and they are really good. They have a good accordion player, and there's a 5-piece orchestra. It's going to be really, really beautiful for all of the people who enjoy this type of a music.
I mentioned a surprise before, so maybe I'll let the cat out of the bag a little bit. We're going to have a variety of music, and we're going to have a special tambura orchestra perform that evening, which many of you haven't heard. It's going to be a big surprise, and those of you who enjoy beautiful tamburica music, as I said, we're going to have it all on January 2nd.
Yeah, it's going to be a very surprising tambura orchestra. It's going to be a very good one, too. Well, I promised that I will play another song by Borislav Zorić for all the Ličani here and kind of represent what type of music and he's singing that it's typical for him. And here's the one that I don't know, I'm going to get in trouble if I translate, so I'm just going to say it in our language. Kaže, žen me čača il tamburu kupi, jer ja u nešto moram udarati, u curicu ili u tamburicu, čak ne smijem ni na našem jeziku da kažem. Samo za baba Smiljin rođendan od njenog unuka Pere Holave, koji se seća babe kako mu je uvijek pevala i učila ga da jeziku i naučila ga da tako lepo govori naš srpski jezik i da peva naše pesme. Pera se bolje razume nego ja, nekad mi se čini, u naše pevače iz Srbije. Pero, evo, za tvoju babu sada sviramo pesmu Žen me čača, jel tamburu kupi, ja u nešto udarati moram, u curicu ili u tamburicu. I got it this time.
Žen me čača, il tamburu kupi, il tamburu kupi. Ja u nešto udarati moram, udarati. Visok prozor, a maleška joj da mi se dočepati male, dočepati male. Karavušo, đavo u te ušo, đavo u te ušo. Što se ne daš poljubiti dušo, poljubiti dušo.
Well, Vlatka translated that song to me off the air, and she's right. She can't.
It would just wouldn't be you would lose. It's nothing bad. It's really cute,
Yeah,
but
it's-
in English would sound bad. I think. On our language, you can get away with
So
a lot
those
of
of you who
things.
understand know what we're talking about. If you want to know the translation, you can call us and we'll tell you. Okay, we want to tell you about Thursday's restaurant. Thursday's is, I think, one of the finest places you can eat, especially Italian food. And the reason being, Chef Tony is from Italy, and he prepares a variety of Italian foods that you can't get anywhere here in the Pittsburgh area. His recipes have that special taste, and the reason the food is so good is because it's prepared fresh daily. Nothing frozen, nothing in the microwaves. He does it all with tender, loving care, as he says. And it's really a treat to go and eat at Thursdays. Thursdays are open now 7 days a week, and their dinner hour is from 4 o'clock until 10 p.m. every evening, and it's also a nice place to meet a lot of fine people in their beautiful cocktail lounge. So don't forget, if you want to treat yourself to something special, a very special meal, go to Thursdays. They're located right next to the Norwin Shopping Center in Route 30 in North Huntington, Pennsylvania.
Okay, we promised to play a theme song for all of you that wanted to hear, and before we do it, I don't want to talk on the top of it. I want to send this to all the people that send us donation for our 6th anniversary. I would like to thank to Dr. Donald Mrvoš, to gospođa Kata Grković, Johnu Ian Zerjev, Rosemary Brujić, Helen Poropatić, Ann Mihalić, Mildred Stepanović, Stanley Rodina, John and Mary Ann Kruljac, Steven Ann Kresović, Berta Persin,